Hey guys, welcome to day 27 of 31 days of Hypermobile workouts. My name is Eva, the founder and creator of Hypermobile Friendly Workouts, and I am very excited to take you guys through just a nice full body movement sequence today. We are going to be doing most of the class in quadruped, meaning on our hands and knees. So if you are someone who struggles with just kind of like wrist activation and wrist stability, well, on the upside, this class is actually going to start with a little bit of a wrist kind of activation and warm-up series. However, it may be something that you kind of start doing part of this workout and then you build into doing this full workout, because I don't want you to get super aggravated in the wrists. You're not going to need any equipment because I am traveling right now and have no equipment with me, but that's not stopping us. And of course, second of all, if anything today is not feeling good to you or just causing like pain that's not helpful, please go ahead and just stop and come back to this at another time, because there is no reason to push yourself to the point of pain to get these workouts done. So without further ado, we are going to start with a little bit of release through the forearms. So we have done this in a couple of videos recently. And basically all you're going to do is mash out your forearm. And what I mean by that is just like self-massage it. So as you kind of walk up and down one of your forearms with your opposite hand, you're gonna look for spots that make your face do like what mine just did. You're gonna look for the spots that kind of make you go, woo, like there is something in there. My next video, day 28, day 28, is going to be specifically dedicated to doing this type of release and some wrist activation sequences, because I know I've been saying for weeks that I owe you one. So it is coming tomorrow, I promise. But anywho, so look for any spot below the forearm, on top of the forearm, anything that feels kind of sassy or tender or like knotted. Oftentimes for me, it's top of the forearm just feels like a rope. So I'm gonna kind of hang out there for a second, because we all live in a very cell phony, texty, like lean over our technology type of world. So it makes sense that the forearms get very sassy. All right. Take maybe another minute there, a few seconds, just to kind of work out some stuff. And then before we go to the other side, I want to do a little like before and after sequence. So go ahead and just rest your arms however they feel and just open and close your palms. And lift and lift. And do you guys feel it's subtle? For me today, it's subtle. Like I could have probably used with like a little bit more release, but this side now feels much tighter than the other side. So let's go into the other side. It feels more restricted. And that's the benefit and the power of doing this type of release. Even just for like the few seconds that we did, like it got you, hopefully got you like a little bit more range. If you felt the difference, let me know in the comments, because I would really love to know if you guys like feel that before and after. And even if you don't, it's okay, because this type of work is functionally always really good for you regardless. But take a few more moments and let's just do this side and mobilize the tissue before we're going to go into like a little bit of wrist activation, a little bit of like kind of hand activation as well. And hopefully that's going to set us up really well for this quadruped, this all fours position. But like I said, this first half of the workout, you really could just do the wrist and arm work and start there. Sometimes when I do this type of release work on my forearm, and you might see it in the next video, we'll see what happens, but I'll like get into a spot and it just like a whole spiral starts to unwind, because I have very hypertonic, I have very tight forearms for the most part. I have a very hypertonic body, so alrighty. Let's take 10 more seconds here, and then we're gonna get into a little bit of just very basic movement that is gonna help strengthen and activate the wrist. So when you are ready, let's see how they feel. Just kind of give them a little flap. That feels pretty good. Okay. You're gonna sit, wrists resting just like on your arms, or really kind of however feels comfortable to you. And we're gonna start so simple, guys. All you're gonna do is lift your wrists up to neutral and then let them go again. And then again, lift them up to neutral and let them go again. And I'm like not even kidding. I don't do nearly as much like forearm dedicated work as I probably should. So this is like weirdly tiring. It's not like hard, but it's like hard. All right, let's go a little above neutral. So palms up. Good. And again, palms up. And just let the fingers kind of be soft. You don't have to like, you know, flex everything, but just move for almost like from the back of the hand. And again. Moving from the back of the hands, not from the tips of the fingers. All right, let's go 2 more. Ooh, that was a good one. Let's go 1 more. And now, of course, we got to go the opposite way. So we're going to flip the palms, let the palms dead hang, and now just bring the wrists up to neutral. And then relax. And as you cycle through this, you're going to feel these muscles shorten a little bit. And relax. And again, kind of just try to keep the fingers soft. Try not to scoop too much. We are going to get into some hand movement, but we're going to chill on it for a moment. Good, good, good. And 3. It's harder in my left side. That's interesting. 2. And 1. Oh yeah, much harder on my left side. And go ahead and relax. Beautiful job, guys. Extend your hands so that your fingers are long. And now you're gonna bring your pinkies in, and your ring finger, and your middle finger, and your index finger, and then your thumb. And then you're gonna work backwards. Release the thumb, and the index, and the middle, and the ring, and the pinky. And let's go again. Pinky, ring, middle, index, thumb. Oh, that feels like really good. And thumb, index, middle, ring, pinky. 1 more. Pinky, ring, feel everything come together, and thumb, and opposite way, open, open. And now we're gonna do that 1 more time, and we're gonna go from the thumb. So thumbs, index, ooh, harder, ring, or excuse me, middle, ring, pinky, pinky, ring, middle, index, thumb. Let's go again. Thumb, ring, or index. Oh, I can't do this backwards. My brain. Ah, pinky. And then pinky, ring, middle, index. 1 more round. Thumb. Oh yeah, interesting. When I do that, my index is freaks out. Middle, ring, pinky, pinky, ring, middle, index, thumb. Shake it out, guys. Beautiful, beautiful job. How you feeling there? Maybe a little active, maybe a little like tired in the forearms and the wrists. Like we never use our forearms that way. So just a nice little way to kind of activate the hands, activate the wrists, get the forearms a little more mobile. Let's come now into our hands and knees. And we're gonna do just like some simple series here. Starting in a nice neutral. I want you guys to now feel your nicely active wrists and palms and arms on the floor. Elongate the arms. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this turned this way today. Don't mind me. Elongate the arms without hyperlocking the elbows. So let's make sure everything is nice and active. You're gonna feel a nice little lift of the waistline. Trying to keep things nice and neutral here. Elongated. When you are ready, you're going to round your tail towards the floor, round your spine, round your heart, look your eyes towards your knees, keep the shoulders in their socket, and then flip your tail, flip your low back, flip your middle back, glide your shoulders down your back, open your heart just a little bit, and let's go again. Float through, flip the tail, round your abdominals, round your heart, Careful not to disconnect your shoulders from their sockets. Shoulders want to stay in the sockets, just gliding. And now lead from your head, flip your nose, round your heart, round your abdominals, round your tail. Same thing, flip your head, round, lift the head, float the heart up, the mid back, the lower back, the tail. Let's go one more. Not making this excessively big, guys. You know our hypermobile vertebrae. Do about half of what you think you should do. That feels really nice. Come back to neutral, whatever that feels like to you. Tailbone is long behind you. Middle abdominals are active. And now you are going to lift one hand off the floor, bend the elbow, and then bring it down and switch. And bring it down and switch. And we're gonna cycle through this. And you don't have to lift the arm high, but make sure we're staying centered. Make sure we're breathing. The elbows stay long and strong. We're not shifting too much right to left. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Both hands on the floor. If you need to take a little break, go for it. Because now we're going to do the same thing with the legs. Lift one knee just a couple inches off the floor and lower and switch and lower. And if you need a slightly less advanced version, just leave your toe on the ground and just lift the knee up. If you need a slightly more moderate version. And again. And careful we're not shifting too far off to one side. Whichever is your standing knee, think about pressing that knee into the mat. Let's go. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, and go ahead and relax back for a moment. Let's come off the wrists for just a second here, guys. We have one more version we're gonna do, which is more classical bird dog. So it's gonna be an extended arm forward. Well, let's give the wrists a second, shall we? All right, coming back into your hands and knees for our last variation. This is gonna be the most advanced one we do. You are going to lift the opposite knee and opposite hand simultaneously. Extend them only so far as you stay connected to the hip and the shoulder. And then bring it right back down and through. And let's alternate. Only so far as you stay connected to the hip and shoulder. Ooh, this actually feels really good to me today. I really needed some good core activation. Check back in with your standing arm and standing leg. Are they still connected to their sockets? Check back in with your waistline. Are you dropping it to the floor? Or are you keeping it really nice and active so we're not dipping our back low just to make it bigger? We want to stay long and lengthy. Think about somebody taking your fingertips and taking your toes, and they're just holding them as you elongate. You're just holding and floating. Let's go 2 more. Hold and float. Let's go 1 more. Hold and float. And bring it down. I'm going to do 1 more on each side because these just feel so good. Hold and float. And can you hold it there for a moment? Can you hold it for 3, 2, 1? Bring it back in. Opposite side. Can you hold it for 3, 2, 1? Bring it back in. Oh gosh, yeah, that felt super, super good today. Go ahead and take a second just to chill. Check in with the wrists. Maybe give them a little bit of this. Maybe give them a little bit of that. Maybe we'll go ahead and just kind of like wiggle the fingers around, see how everything feels. Ooh, very, very nice job today, guys. So we got a little bit of wrist, a little bit of forearm in there. We got some nice core and just sort of like full body stability. Hopefully that felt accessible to you and your hypermobile hands. Like I said, the next video, we are gonna go into a forearm, just kind of like release series that I promised you guys. So if you are interested in doing something like that, tune back in for day 28. Alrighty, see you guys later.